Don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways,
Renegade, renegade, renegade.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
A first down throw from Mayfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And that's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st down, it's Luck. Flush to his right. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Luck finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Play action. It's Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. To 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, in there. Sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Mayfield on play action. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Mayfield now, escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Being chased out left. Njoku puts this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a 20-yard touchdown. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target. It's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. And even 40 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. To the air again, Luck. Touchdown, Colts.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Set now to kick it away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Here we go now.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before to halftime.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, it's Love. This is called. It's Ryan Grant. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Love. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As Luck will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Luck now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now Luck. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about the third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Browns getting set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10, flushed out right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And his throw, a field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. It's locked. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A first down throw for Mayfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a play fake here on first down. And an alley to run. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was in a passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Grant. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Cook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in dire.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Throwing now, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They call his number again, his 6th catch and a first down. Again, Luck. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his out man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
One receiver left is Hilton. Here's Luck, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant from 3 yards out, and the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
That's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Luck going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This is caught. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.